What's going on, guys? This is the most prolific gaming channel on YouTube, Earn and Achieve. And today I'm going to be playing an oldie but a goodie, and that is Fallout Shelter. Now, if you've been to my channel before, you might have noticed I've had a video on Fallout Shelter, but in that video I went over the 5 things that you need to know to succeed in the game. And in this video, I'm just doing a recap because I followed those 5 things, and I'm going to enter my vault right now to see the progress that I've made. So if you look at the top left part of the screen in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you will see I am now in the 80th percentile. Why is that a big deal? Because in my first video on Fallout Shelter, I was in the 40th percentile. Right? So I still have some work to do. I'm not 100% perfect, but this is definitely progress in the right direction, and validation that, you know, those 5 things work. And if you follow those 5 things, you will succeed. So the first thing that I had mentioned was to upgrade early and to upgrade often, which is to say, once you open up the game, you're going to see all your rooms lit up like this, and you can just go room by room and click, you know, whatever flashing icon it might be, you know, a lightning bolt for one of the power stations, fork and knife for the little greenhouse here. And if you look at the top center of the screen, you'll see power, I'm good. Water, I'm good. Food, not so much. And I'm just being transparent. You know, that's something that I need to work on. Whereas, you know, water and food is something I improved upon since the last video. And I did upgrade early. I did upgrade often. I did go room by room. And let's see, we'll click on the arrow here. And, you know, the greenhouse, for example, if I want to upgrade this room again, I can do it for 13,500 bottle caps, which I have because right now I have 110,000 plus. If I were to make this upgrade, the production would increase by 6, the storage would increase by 50. So that's not a bad idea, but, you know, I'm just doing commentary on this particular video, so I'm not going to go ahead and do everything right in front of you. Just be mindful that that is what I have been doing since the last video. I've been going room by room and said, hey, do I need to upgrade this? All right. Do I need more pure water? Do I need more nuclear power? You know, so on and on. I've got the ladies here in the classroom getting their education on. I've got the scientists in the science lab doing their science thing, right? And all of that makes a difference. I can't stress the importance of balance, which is one of the 5 things I had mentioned. You really need to make sure that you are really, you know, creating a variety of things. You can't just have, you know, a shelter that's filled with water treatment, water purification, or, you know, just, you know, water and power stations, right? You have to have your restaurant so your dwellers can sit down, have a bite to eat. You have to have your greenhouses so they can create food so that your dwellers can sit in a restaurant and have a bite to eat, right? As I said, I have a classroom. I also have a game room. This increases the luck of my dwellers. So, you know, in the event there's an attack from outside or within, they're, you know, luckier than those who don't have that on their side. I'll just say it like that. But, you know, another thing I had mentioned was protection. And if you're playing this game for, you know, let's say 1 week or so, you're going to have the opportunity to purchase some weapons. And I've been playing for over a month, so I've had the opportunity to buy all kinds of weapons. This right here is the power station, and you're going to have this when you first start playing the game, right? And Arthur, he's got an enhanced combat shotgun. And Joe, armor piercing minigun, right? Same goes for the other guys in the room. And if you go over here to the water treatment station, all of these men are in combat armor and all of them have hunting rifles. I think it's a good idea to have your your armed dwellers towards the top when you first start playing this game, because by and large, you're going to have attacks come from the wasteland, come through your vault door. I've already went ahead and, upgraded this to a point it cannot be upgraded anymore. But it doesn't matter how long you play the game. There's still going to be raiders, deathclaws, etc. coming from the wasteland, making their way through that vault door. If you have a stronger, more upgraded vault door, it just buys you more time to make sure that you have your armed dwellers who ideally are in some kind of armor, or at the top, and they're ready to defend. That being said, I've had enough time to send my dwellers out on explorations to retrieve more body armor, to retrieve more weapons and other items that I can use to create more, and really make sure that 90% of my dwellers have some kind of weaponry or some kind of outfit that increases their production, right? And it's really, really important that you pay attention to all your dwellers and make sure they're all making a contribution. Otherwise, you're going to be on, the lower end of the spectrum, 40%, 50%, whatever the case may be. That's not good, right? 82%, I'd say that's pretty darn good, but I want to do more, and it's clear by, looking at my my metrics here. I'm good on power, I'm good on water, I'm not good on food, which means I need to do more with my greenhouses, I need to do more with my restaurants, and that's what I'm gonna do in the coming weeks. So if there's something that let's just say isn't obvious, if you want more dwellers, you're gonna have to attract, and the law of attraction in this game, I really do think is obvious, but for those of you who don't know, you put a high charisma dweller, male and female, in one of your living quarters, and they fall in love, right? After they fall in love, the female will look like Angela here, who is now pregnant. She's been pregnant for a few hours now, so this is a video game, and it's just a matter of time before she brings another dweller into the shelter. And you can just keep doing that as long as you have males and females with X amount of charisma, and you have a living quarter for them to make it happen, let's say. Now, when you progress through the game and you have the bottle caps to go ahead and build out a radio studio, again, my suggestion is 3 wide. A bigger radio studio is going to send out a bigger signal to the wasteland, and it's going to attract more dwellers. But as I said in the first video, that is also plenty of money. That is also going to attract deathclaws. They like the signal for whatever reason. They like an open door. So, if somebody shows up at the front door, you open you open the door. Dwellers not necessarily the only thing that's going to come through. All right. If you do an exploration for one of these guys, for example, Jason, he has a, rusty pistol. I think I should give him something better. Nonetheless, he does have a radiation suit, which is very helpful when dealing with those radioactive monsters that are just ready to take you out, right? You can send him out into the wasteland. He's probably gonna be okay versus someone like Virginia here, who has just a pistol with a scope and a cat with big ears. I'm not discriminating. We can give the cat to Arthur, Kevin, Justin, whatever the case may be. I just suggest, for an ideal outcome, that you have a long gun, you have some combat armor, you have a wasteland outfit like, let's see, Jordan here. Okay, you send one of those men or women to the wasteland, and you're gonna bring back some stuff that's really gonna help out. But again, you open that door, you're opening up to attacks from, let's just say, the undesirables. So the last thing that I'll leave you guys with is balance. I did mention that creating a variety of rooms power stations, water stations, restaurants, classroom, game room, etc. That has worked for me. That has created a balance of my shelter, and moving the dwellers from each room versus just keeping them in the same room for, the end of time. Just moving them around and creating a variety of rooms has really helped. Okay. I was in the 40th percentile. I'm now in the 80th percentile. I'm learning, through trial and error, plus, the tips and tricks that I've given you. And I'm just going to continue on that way. And, balance, I think, is really going to push the ball forward. Because I have an imbalance with food right now, I just, need to upgrade my greenhouses and work on my restaurants. And that's really going to make a difference. Okay. So this isn't, yes, I realize I have low food. Thank you for reminding me. This isn't rocket science, but this is a challenge. And I do these videos to help you guys out, get over the hump. And, if there's any tips or tricks that you guys have that you think will help me, get to the 90th percentile, hey, leave a comment down below, right? If you guys created a video or you got a channel going and, you'd like to link up, feel free to leave that in the comment section as well. And, with that, I just want to say 2020, it's been a crazy year so far. I want you guys to live your best lives. So be good to your family, be good to your friends, be good to your neighbors. Just make sure that you're taking care of each other and you're taking care of yourself, because this has been a crazy year. And in order to really succeed and I think just do well for ourselves, we have to work as a community. So that being said, I'm going to continue playing Fallout Shelter, and I'm going to leave links from my video for other videos that, tips, tricks, fun stuff. So click on those, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys.